Previously on Rock of Love.
Vegas, baby.
Come on, bitches!
How about a toast?
They just started grabbing bottles and chugging.
Oh.
Tell me what you got, Mama.
Heather, you're such a bitch.
She might be trying to set me up right now. I need to watch myself.
As I was pulling Brandy's head out of the toilet,
I love you.
probably one of the most touching moments of my life.
But I don't know if I can hang.
Bret Michaels is not the one for me.
I really don't feel like Jess and Brandy have feelings for you.
Here's the thing, you're a little malicious.
When my mom died,
This is the stuff I need to know.
Lacey's so good at playing Bret.
And what I would love to do is to spend time with Lacey.
My alliance with Lacey is over.
Beauty's only skin deep if you with people's
I
emotions.
apologize.
Have a good life.
Show you things you never seen. Touch my backstage pass, ride my limousine. Please let me be your rock of love.
I wonder what we're doing today.
I know, I can't wait to find out.
I know. So there's 3 girls left. Lacey and I have had an alliance from the start, but after the way she acted in Vegas, I don't trust her.
Even though Heather and I have worked together as far as getting rid of all these girls, right now it's time to look out for myself.
At this point, the connection that I feel that I have with Bret is intensified so much more. So I just gotta keep showing him how I feel.
It is now down to the awesome threesome, and I've got a huge surprise for the girls. I've invited their parents to come live with us in the house. This should be interesting.
Hello, folks. How are you?
Oh, pretty good.
I'm
How
John.
you doing? John, how you doing? David Chadwell.
What do they say? You marry the girl, you marry the parents.
Hey, Heather.
Yeah?
Can you come out here, please?
Yeah. What's up?
You have visitors.
Shut up! Oh my God! Holy. Oh my God, I cannot believe my parents are here. What a great surprise. No way in hell. I've only seen my parents in the same room together that I can remember 2 other times in my life. Seriously, kids, where we've all been getting fat as hell. So if you guys looks great.
Very nice.
If there's one thing that makes a rock star nervous, it's a girl's parents.
Well, hello, good morning, hello.
Hey!
Hello. How are you doing? I'm Bret.
Very nice to meet you.
Buddy, how you doing?
I'm good, man.
Good, good.
David and Brenda.
David, nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you.
My immediate impression of Heather's parents were they were cool.
Good
So
time.
she came from Ohio, he came from Florida. What a great surprise.
That is awesome. We were
So
talking about
grateful.
Gators, we're talking about Buckeyes.
Right.
The dad was just a good old boy. He wanted to party, he wanted to hang out.
He's a big Jag fan, you know.
That's why Jacksonville is our complete competition, and they always cream the Steelers. I'm like this, I'm watching TV, it's like 42-0. My dad's drinking, you know, he's like,
Yeah, sounds like me.
Yeah. Yeah, something's definitely going down today.
When Heather's parents arrived, I figured my parents were gonna show up anytime.
Hello, folks. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm John.
Hey, John.
Are you crying because you're happy? Okay, that's good news.
I'm emotional when it comes to my parents. I love them to death. So it was a nice dose of my parents to see them. I needed it.
It's good to hug you.
Yeah, I'm a big. What did you guys do?
Oh, no.
My parents and I have a very open relationship. You know, it's like we're best friends. We have fun together, we cry together, we laugh together. It's honestly a kick-ass relationship.
good morning. Hi. How are you doing?
Bret, this is my mom, Deb.
Deb, nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
Mrs. Pops.
Nice to meet
How are
you,
you doing?
Jim.
Nice to meet you, Jim.
When I met Jess's parents, I gotta be straight. I absolutely pictured this extremely uptight banker and a very judgmental mom.
What do you think of this thing?
I get down there and it is the best surprise I've ever gotten.
Has she told you about her Jesse Baby Booby Fund?
No.
Look at the contrast here, Bret. Oh, the contrast. What went wrong?
I mean, I loved him right from the get-go, loved him, and it just took my level of Jess even higher than it was.
Hello, folks.
Hi, how are you?
I hear the door open, and next thing I know, I hear my dad's voice. Oh, I'm so happy.
Oh my God.
My dad and I are really, really close. I'm definitely Daddy's little girl.
Oh, wow. You ready to come home now?
Okay. I got 2 more girls' asses to kick, and then I'm coming home.
I'm so excited. My parents are here. And we had a challenge where we had to do album covers, and guess who got to play the devil? I show my dad the winning album cover, the sexy photo of me with Sam, and you know, I know that that's not exactly how a dad wants to see his daughter, so of course I was a little embarrassed.
Hello, Lacey.
There is Mr.
I've been looking for you. I'm down there talking. How are you doing?
This is my dad.
Absolutely, man. Nice to see you.
This is Sharon.
Hi, Sharon. Nice to meet you. Very nice to meet you, too.
You know, here was the most amazing thing. When I met Lacey's parents, I remember I'd already had met her father on a plane flight I'd taken years ago.
Remember on a flight, and I want to say 6 years ago? Is that about right? About 2000, right in that area, right?
I've got a great memory. I meet Lacey's dad, and he's almost exactly the same. Now his hair's a little shorter, but same guy.
No, we were going from Dallas to Orlando.
We started talking about music. We started talking about life, what you did, what I did.
If I remember correctly, I thought this guy was really odd.
And I actually showed you a picture of Lacey on that flight, and he said, gee, she's really pretty.
Aww.
Could I date her? And I said, she's
exactly
way too young for you.
That's exactly what he said.
Dad still gave me a little bit of cross-eye because he was very protective of his daughter then. So I imagined things weren't going to be much different, and I sensed that immediately.
I told you, he's a tough one.
I know.
No one's good enough for his little girl.
Something in my mind is telling me there is a ticking time bomb about to explode, and I can see it in Otis's eyes.
Coming up.
She's a presidential scholar, has her own money, never disappointed me.
You know, I'm starting to wonder if Lacey's dad knows Lacey.
These parents don't know. She needs to be exposed.
And later.
If she gets with you, she's gonna quit stripping for 2 weeks.
What the is wrong with you? Because I'm standing up here listening, and you're a liar. Now I can see it.
I have gathered here, everybody, so we could hang out, and the most important thing is I get to learn a lot of dirt about your daughters. Today, I've invited all the girls' parents to the house. I was excited to get to know them a little bit better. We're gonna start, Heather, with you and your family, and obviously we'll get a chance to go out later on today. I know something you're gonna enjoy. That's it, and we're ready to go.
We ready to rock?
Yeah, I'm
go.
excited. All right, I'll see you all in a little bit. Make your.
I was all excited. I couldn't wait to get all of us in a room and have them watch us together and see us connect.
I knew I had to get through your daughter to get to you eventually, but it would happen.
Are we going to the Saddle Ranch?
Yep.
Yay! I love this place.
Today, I'm taking Heather and her parents to one of my favorite places to eat, Saddle Ranch. Here we come.
Can I offer you a nice, delicious beverage?
The first thing at the Saddle Ranch I absolutely love is what we'll call the beer bong.
There you go.
I don't drink that, baby. Zip and
We'll get you a screwdriver. Right.
Tell them the story about the Chinese that was next to you.
18 years old, I flew her down to a Gator game, and she kept saying, I don't know who it is. This guy keeps farting.
Here's what I loved about Heather's parents. Her mom and dad immediately hit the bottle. They're drinking, they're telling jokes. We're laughing hard. They were cool.
I said, did you smell that? She goes, I don't smell nothing. I said, man, I smell. I hollered back there and said, change that, baby.
I love the fact that my dad is just off the wall and says crazy, and I'm glad that it was making Bret laugh because I find my dad to be hilarious.
Oh, I haven't laughed this hard in ever.
Oh my God, the whole family is so funny. All you do is laugh and pee your pants. My cousin's the funniest person you ever met in your life. You put your hands in-
Do you want to ride the bull?
At one point, I decided that Heather needs to ride the bull.
All right, Saddle Ranch, we got Heather on the boat. Woo! There you go, go with
Come on.
There you go.
Oh my, Jimmy, shimmy shaking. Ah!
Give him some shimmy shake.
The bull starts shimmy shaking. My tatters are flip flopping everywhere. People were cheering. Gosh. Damn it! I'm glad I got up there, even though it threw me on my ass. I'll risk anything to please Bret.
Look, the bong has been cleared.
I bought the whole daggone bone.
Heather's dad is a funny guy, and he emptied that large container slash cylinder of beer, and he is absolutely hilarious.
An awesome, awesome meal.
This day was the best. Bret took us to a place that I love, he loves, and my family loved. It was just one of the best dates ever.
This was great times. Thank you.
Bret, it's an honor to meet you, sir.
My honor, man. My honor. We're gonna go back and party more.
I really enjoyed myself, and I learned a lot about Heather when I watched her with her parents. She pulls no punches. She was straight, she was open, her parents were open. That's the way I am and the sort of family I come from.
Heather, you guys jump in. I'll see you back at the house, all right?
Have
I'll
fun.
see you
We'll
in a
see you
little
later.
bit.
Bye.
Bye. I'll see you in a
Bye,
little
honey.
bit.
So after I finish up my lunch with Heather and her parents, I let them go back to the house, and I immediately head over to meet Jess and her family. I need to do a little something with the parents here, especially the dad. I got to get them rocked up a little bit. So I'm going to take them down to one of my coolest shops on Melrose, Rock and Roll Religion. Here we go. Ooh, you got it?
Yeah, thanks.
Hello.
Hello. Hi. How are you?
Good to see you.
Welcome to Rock and Religion. Good
Thank
to
you
see
very
you,
much.
Bret.
We get into the store, and I start to give them the works, right?
Take these. This is gorgeous. It's like linen. I love the butterflies.
Just hold that like that.
Okay.
We're gonna go around the back with a whip like this. Look at her.
Try.
Oh, boy.
You know, the double thing.
She's a gangbanger.
Yeah, now you're in.
Pop it. Pop it.
There you go. One thing that I really noticed about Jess on this date is that she really gets along with her parents great. She is having an awesome time. This is a fun, loving family. I like that.
Woo! Yes.
Oh, that's him. I'm telling you right now, that is insanely awesome.
Like this. Go do this. Like, rock it out. My mom's not really a rocker chick, and it's not necessarily her style of clothes, but she's being an awesome sport, and she's having a really good time.
Do you all feel rock?
Absolutely.
You feeling good?
Rock and roll.
Rock. Look at.
Boom.
Are we ready?
Geritol.
Let's rock. All right, here we go.
Overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would have to say we were definitely setting it a 9.5, if not 10. It was a great date. But it's now time to hook up with Lacey and her folks. So I'm going to take them down to a restaurant. It's called Eat on Sunset. Cheers.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, nice
It's been a lot of fun.
I had went to lunch with the impression that I would be able to ask a lot of questions about Lacey and her relationship and everything.
Other than the fact of your fame and your fortune, what do you have to offer a woman?
I'm a pretty easygoing guy. I'm fun to hang out with.
How do you want to end your days?
I haven't thought quite that far ahead of it. However, it turned quite the opposite on me as her father took over the conversation, and it was like the Spanish Inquisition.
You're not going to call me dad, are you?
No.
How do you stay thin like that? You play golf? Are you from Oklahoma? Sorry, are your parents still alive?
I immediately was on the defense. I mean, I was like a boxer trapped in the corner. Is there some kind of hot sauce on those fries, or is it just my tongue that's on fire?
I think it's all the lies you're telling.
I'm like, I'm not telling no lies. I'm asking you, is the sauce burning in anyone's mouth but mine? Well, I haven't even got to lie yet, because I haven't got to get a word in edgewise, to be honest with you.
Would you like to get married again?
I don't know. I don't know yet.
And the reason I ask that question is because I happen to be a wealthy man. I live in a big house. I drive great cars, and I wear great clothes. I hope you know there's going to be a prenup involved.
Are you kidding me?
Anybody who has a long-term relationship with my daughter will have to sign a prenup.
Well, first of all, I didn't ask her to marry me. I'm just kind of getting to know her. So this puts me in a funk.
Lacey's one of the few young women in the world who has her own money.
All she's ever told me is that she's a starving musician and barely gets by.
The thing about Lacey is she's a presidential scholar. She never does drugs. She doesn't smoke. She doesn't drink a whole lot.
Lip slam suck.
Woo! What is this?
My daughter has never disappointed me.
You know, I'm starting to wonder a little bit if Lacey's dad knows everything that Lacey has been doing while she's in the house.
Yeah, can I ask you another?
Sure.
Do you have hair underneath that hat?
I knew
Yeah. What in the is up with Lacey's dad?
I just was curious.
I think that Bret was a little bit shaken up by my dad at lunch today, and that's not exactly how I wanted things to go. So I'm getting a little bit worried about what might be going through Bret's mind.
All right.
Everyone have a good time?
Thank you.
So after I finish up my lunch with Lacey and her folks, we head off back to the house because I planned this dinner with all the parents. That was a good time.
We had a lovely time.
I know, we got to hang out and talk.
This was a lot of fun.
There's a side of Lacey that is absolutely beautiful. However, there's a side of Lacey that says she hides quite a few things, and that's a concern for me. I don't know quite if I believe her just yet.
Surface, but I guess I'm upstairs.
Sorry. We just arrived home from our day with Bret, and as soon as my dad and Karen and I walk into our room, the first thing that we notice is Heather standing there topless and drunk.
These windows don't open,
No.
and it's always this hot.
I would never, ever act that way in front of somebody else's parents.
So I walk out, and Lacey's dad is completely staring at my tatters. It's like freaking me out. Creepy, creepy, creeperton, okay?
I'm sure that my dad's not thinking very highly of Heather right now. Here she is, drunk and topless. What a great first impression.
Heather's actually really cool. I actually really like Heather, but she's a stripper though.
I don't think that Bret needs to be with a stripper right now. If he's at home with his children and she's in a club somewhere grinding on some men, you know, that's not in his best interest.
This is the stripper pole right here. This is a...
How funny is it?
Did you do anything?
Definitely no. I'm gonna take this opportunity to really mess with Heather.
Hey Heather, I want you to do some moves on the pole right here.
Lacey, she's totally playing me like she played everybody else in the house, but it's not gonna work.
You know, our challenges have been making out with women, fake orgasms, talk dirty men, just or us. So you know everything that's happened in this house.
So I figured I would warn my parents firsthand, let them know what all the crazy stuff that's been going on in the house. So if Lacey wanted to try to bust me out, they would already know.
These parents don't know. Okay? And so I'm gonna call them out. I like both the girls are nice, but the thing is, I want him. So bottom line.
Bret planned an awesome dinner for everybody to sit down, eat, get to know each other, but I'm gonna use this opportunity to call Lacey out in front of her dad. She needs to be exposed.
Coming up.
Did you tell your dad how you knocked over 40 bottles?
Did she get the partying from you?
If she wasn't lying, then I wouldn't have to call her out. Your family has no idea what kind of a person you are. Don't call me sweetie.
And later.
Sorry to bother you, big boy.
I need to speak to you about who my daughter's been.
You have to draw the line somewhere. Your dad is gonna die.
Hey, I wanted to let you know, dinner's ready.
Cool.
Bret will be out shortly.
Brett planned a nice dinner for all of us tonight, but honestly, I wasn't really looking forward to it.
We didn't realize they have plates out there for us. Oh. And yeah, so we were like using like the Target plates, and they have like the nice fancy plates out there.
We're comfortable with the Target plates.
Given the fact that, you know, all three families come from completely different backgrounds, we can tell that, you know, we really don't have anything in common at all with any of the other families. Well, cheers to everybody here. Nice to meet all the parents.
Yeah, definitely. Once we all sat down to dinner, it literally was so tense you could cut it with a knife.
Oh. I walk out to the table, and there's a funk in the air, a definite funk in the air. What's everybody talking about?
Nothing special.
In spite of the fact that it was kind of a strange and awkward vibe, you know, my dad and Karen and I are always there to have a good time and make the most of any situation. So, of course, we take the initiative to kind of get the conversation started.
Give us a little bio about you.
Give us a bio.
Lacey and her dad, being the two that they are, decided that they should get everybody's bios, you know, their background, to see who is best for Bret.
I worked for a company for 6 years, built my way up from a receptionist, but then it wasn't challenging enough for me after a certain amount of time, so I left that job, and I'm just bartending and helping my parents out with the company.
So now it's your turn.
Tell us a bio about you.
So uncomfortable. Like, why are we all being judged here?
I went to college, got a couple degrees.
What are your degrees in?
I have Associate of Art and BA in Communications. I ended up falling into the dancing field.
Well, I should connect you up with Time Warner. They're a client of mine.
Lacey's dad is such a condescending. Oh, I can hook you up with this job and that job, blah, blah, blah. Shut the up, dude. Worry about yourself and your lying daughter. So, do you guys live close by or like close to each other?
She lives in Los Angeles and we live in Dallas.
What do you do then?
She doesn't work. She
I'm a
lives
musician.
on her investments.
Right.
She plays the stock market.
I feel like between the three of us, Heather, Jess, and I, that I'm the most accomplished of the three. Jess is content washing people's hair, and Heather takes her clothes off for a living, and I'm the one who actually has dreams and aspirations and goes after them.
She's got a new website, her new video, and her music is on there.
All right, no one talking about me.
Just by the way Lacey's dad talks about his daughter and just, you know, building her up to be like God's greatest gift to everybody, he clearly has absolutely no idea who his daughter is.
Are you drinking, Lacey? Because you should not be drinking every
No,
other
I'm drinking
night.
Coke.
Did you tell your dad how you knocked over 40 bottles?
Yeah, I did tell him. I'm gonna get a bill from the casino.
At that point, I'm realizing this is just nothing but a ticking time bomb at this dinner table, and it is all about the hit fan.
Did she get the partying from you?
I'm fine with just beer.
It hasn't just been beer here, unfortunately.
No, unfortunately. In my real life, I just drink beer.
You're like, my dad's gonna kill me.
I know, exactly. Falling off the bar.
You've been drunker than hell running around naked.
I went streaking, that's different. And I think I was sober when I did that, actually.
It was obvious when Heather started, you know, kind of calling Lacey out, that Lacey was really uncomfortable with it.
The answer is you take the commission, because everybody knows Ivy.
When Heather starts making these comments about me at the dinner table, Karen pulled me aside.
Is that her personality? What's going on?
Usually not, but you're kind of right. I don't know.
She's been insinuating to us at the table as the parents, hey, take a look. You know,
Right.
Lacey's been, and she did it 3 or 4 times when.
Yeah, that's a good point. I know.
So I just wanted you to
Be
if
aware
you're
of
listening
that.
tonight.
Yeah.
I mean.
A little disappointed I'm the only one up on the bowl.
Mom was going up on the bull for a chafing.
First of all, who eats in a restaurant that has a mechanical bull?
We did. It was awesome.
Crab legs and we had filet.
Thank you.
Now, I went to the Saddle Ranch because I love the place. It is a place that everyone goes in Hollywood. We all have fun. It's unpretentious. And I'm just confused. The man is from Dallas, Texas, right?
It's kind of like Billy Bob's L.A. Could you make it a little bit more hip?
And I'm thinking, he's kind of busting on where I went. And I'm not digging this at all. Well, I don't know about you guys, but is anyone else fairly wiped out? Finally, I'm like, look, I'm gonna excuse myself from dinner. I don't really want to be there any longer. All right, good night. I'll see you in the morning. I thought that this beautiful dinner was a complete disaster.
Poor Bret. Well, that was a good dinner.
All right, guys, we're going to bed.
The next morning when I woke up, I need to hit the boxing bag and release some of my tension. I've got a gut feeling there's something up with Lacey and her dad.
I hope you know there's going to be a prenup involved. Who eats in a restaurant that has a mechanical bull?
Lacey's dad, he's very derogatory towards myself, and I don't appreciate that, and I surely hope that that isn't inside of her somewhere. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. I understand your dad's self-employed and he's done well for himself, all that stuff. I felt strange at the table when he was like, now you know, as this is my daughter, I want a prenup. What would ever make him think that I need, as gently as I could put this money from anybody? What got confusing, he was almost implying that I was like I was some kind of leech.
Money grubber. My dad is a very successful man, and he virtually came from nothing. But sometimes he does go off a little bit too much about money and about, you know, what things cost. Sometimes he maybe doesn't have the best etiquette in the world as far as that goes. I can talk to him about that and just be like, you know, you need to chill with, I mean, he should do that anyway.
That she's a manipulator. I'm so hurt. She's manipulated from me from the start because she sees that Bret and I are really close.
I just wanted to give you some food for thought. I'm getting a little bit worried about what might be going through Bret's mind. So I need to do some damage control here and throw Heather under the bus because she's too wild for him. You know, you and I both love Heather.
Right.
But the one thing that I've really noticed is that she loves her parents and she gets along great with her parents.
Sure.
But she doesn't seem to have a lot of respect for them. The fact that she knows that her parents are hurt by the fact that she strips, but she disregards that.
I cannot believe what I'm hearing. This whore is totally talking about me to Bret.
If she's gonna end up with you, she says, you know what, if I'm with Bret, I'll quit stripping. If I'm with Bret, I'll quit stripping. Well, but you know what, you're with your parents and you didn't quit stripping.
I'm about to go the off, and you have to come help me out.
If she gets with you, she's gonna quit stripping for 2 weeks.
Come on.
I got it.
You know, and that's the only thing I want to give you food
I take
for
all
thought.
this. I take all this in.
So I'm hearing you up here talking about me, master manipulator. What the is wrong with you?
Sweetie.
You're the one that I just am listening to what she's saying, Bret. She's lying. She's a master manipulator.
What, sweetie, I can tell you right now what
Tell me what you're saying, man, because I'm standing up here listening to what you're saying.
No.
And you're a liar. Now I can see it.
No,
Everybody
sweetie.
can see it. Your family has no idea what kind of a person you are.
Can I tell you?
You have manipulated me from the get-go because
Sweetie,
yes,
no.
you have, and you know it.
Out of nowhere, Heather comes marching down and she flips the out.
You're a liar.
What did I lie about?
You lied about everything. You got on my side and you manipulated me like you did everybody else.
This is like just a huge cat fight. Heather's going at Lacey. I'm absolutely loving it.
Sweetie, I didn't lie.
Don't call me sweetie, you're liar
Can
and
I
a
tell
bitch.
you- can I tell
and
you what I
your family
said?
is gonna see exactly who you really
Can I
are.
tell you what I
Why don't
said?
you go tell them what kind of a person you are?
This is awesome.
Let me tell you in front of Bret what I said so you understand that I wasn't
That I'm
lying.
disrespecting my family? No, my family's proud of me.
No,
Don't you say that. Your family's the one that's going to be so embarrassed of you. They don't even know who you are because you're such a liar and manipulator.
Okay. All right.
I think Lacey went to talk to Bret for 2 reasons. One, she knows that I'm her biggest competition. And 2, she's pissed at me for calling her out at dinner. But if she wasn't lying to her family and acting like something she's not, then I wouldn't have to call her out.
That didn't go good.
No.
I was actually glad that Bret got to see this side of her because that is a frightening sight to see.
I'm in my ropes, and just go in now. Just please go address her now. Heather storms off, and I looked at Lacey and I said, you know what, Lacey? I'm done handling this between Heather and you. You two are friends, but you two have had this thing coming for a while.
She just used me this whole 2 weeks. She used me because she's a lying bitch.
Right, because she's gonna manipulate.
No, I can't let her talk because she'll talk her way out of everything, just like her dad.
Right. True colors came out.
Exactly. She threw me under the bus just like I knew she would. Or why don't you tell your dad how many times since you've been here?
Oh dear.
Coming up.
You're not the same person when they're here.
My parents have known me for 30
They
years.
do not know who you are. Your daughter is a slut.
Hey, Heather is dead to me. You're being trashy.
And later.
She is trash, in my opinion.
There's something about each of you that I absolutely love.
Absolutely zero integrity.
This decision was intense.
Stop there throwing me in a damn bus when I thought she was my friend. Talking about me to Bret. That I don't even know who he is. Lacey is the biggest bitch. How dare she talk to me? She's the biggest in this whole house and has been from day one.
What happened?
Basically, when I was talking to Bret, she overheard and she came out and just threw she was screaming at the top of her lungs and cursing. And, you know, on the one hand, I have my friend who I really care about and I want to be loyal to. But on the other hand, I really care about Bret and his best interests too. And unfortunately, these two are starting to conflict with each other right now.
Oh, and by
That's
the
what
way,
she did it in front of
next
Bret.
time she tells you, you need to tell your parents who you are. Tell her I've known you for 30 years. I already know who you are.
Exactly.
I'm not naive. I don't need someone who's known you for 15 minutes to presume that they can teach me who you are.
Unfortunately, I'm starting to see now that this is the moment that Heather and I's friendship is starting to come to an end.
This is a dangerous place here.
You pick and choose your battles, and I don't understand when people fight over these stupid things. It's not my style. I'm so glad that my parents are cool and chill, laid back. You know, they're actually finding this whole fight really funny. They're enjoying it.
Did she get that side from you?
Yes, sir.
Gotta watch out for you.
Hey, Heather.
What?
Can I talk to you for a second?
Sure, come on out. All you're gonna do is lie and try to manipulate.
No, I don't lie, Heather.
I see your true colors now. I cannot let Lacey get a word in edgewise because as soon as she talks, she manipulates and twists everything around for her benefit. You're not gonna manipulate. You've manipulated me and hurt my feelings I saw as soon as your parents got walked through the door. You're
Listen.
totally different. They don't even know who you are.
My parents have known me for 30 years.
They do not know who you are. When they watch this show, your dad is gonna die.
Heather is screaming at me, saying that I'm manipulating her, that I betrayed her, and that I've been playing her the whole time. And it's really disappointing me that Heather thinks this, because that is absolutely not true.
You're throwing me under the bus, which you swore to God you would not do. You have ridden my coattails this whole time because you knew. You have too. You'd have been gone a long time ago if it wasn't for me, and you know it. Lacey, lying bitch. I can't believe her. She's totally playing me like she played everybody else in the house.
Heather, I told Bret, I know that you love your parents. That's obvious. You love your parents.
Why are you bringing my
let me
parents into anything?
Because
it's not
the way,
your business.
It is, because the way you
it's
are,
not.
The way you are with your parents.
It's how I am with Bret. I'm in love with that man, and that's all that matters. Don't worry about my parents.
No, but
period. Lacey, you're a.
I get
no, you're not gonna manipulate me.
Emily, just by
no, because you're the one that always runs your mouth, and you're not gonna manipulate me.
You should stop drinking for an hour.
Does your dad know that you're the only one that's done all this sexual with Bret? You've been this every night since you've been here.
You know that. The things that were coming out of her mouth, I was just absolutely appalled.
I saw you his there.
Heather,
I swear to God, she's a slut. She's a slut.
You're trashy.
No, I have not done anything sexual with him whatsoever. Your daughter is a slut.
Trashy. You're being trashy.
No, you're the one that's trashy. With your pompous family, don't know anything about you.
The point where Heather crossed the line was when she attacked my family. My family didn't do a thing to her. And for her to go after my dad and Karen like that, that's unforgivable. At this point, my friendship with Heather is done. Heather is dead to me. You don't my family and get away with it, bitch.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 manipulation. Whatever. He'll see it all. And I'm not talking to him again.
Maybe.
I'm ready to go home. I've never seen any like
Bret's,
this.
Maybe he ought to talk to me about that.
I cannot believe that Heather said those things in front of my dad. I cannot believe that she would stoop so low. So my dad and I are pissed. And, you know, my dad wants to go talk to Bret and tell him what just happened.
Sorry to bother you, big boy, but I just had somebody yell at me and Heather that I need to be concerned that my daughter.
Lacey's dad says to me one of the worst things any rock star wants to hear. I need to speak to you about whose my daughter's been.
I'm not coming to confront you because my daughter's sex life at 31 years old is her own sex life.
Right.
Okay. But on the other hand, I just actually think it's trashy that somebody would stand in front of her father and screaming
about someone.
Yeah. You know what?
It's not right.
No one's ever done that to me. Okay. No one.
God, I wish someone would come down and save me. Where the is Big John right now when I need him?
And I said, Heather, I said, I'm not manipulating you. And she was so busy screaming to my dad, Lacey, Lacey, she's a slut. Your daughter's a.
First of all, let's be straight. No one knows who did what with anybody here.
I mean, Bret, I can't put my parents through this. I really can't. That's not fair. You have to draw the line somewhere.
I started to get emotional because my parents are wonderful, loving, kind people. And for Heather to go off on them and disrespect them like that, they don't deserve that. They don't deserve that at all. What did they do?
Here's my thing. I thought you two, it's been brewing and brewing, and I thought you two need to just work this out. I'm not a problem solver. It's not my forte. I just want to get out of here.
It's elimination night, and I'm kind of worried because I'm not sure if like that outburst pissed him off or if he was glad that I called her out. So I'm a bit nervous.
I don't really think I have anything to worry about. I know that one of those two crazy bitches, they're going home tonight. I mean, they have to.
Heather's going down. She crossed the line. You know, call me any name that you want to, but don't drag my family into this, especially when they didn't do anything. And she's gonna pay. I will make sure of that. I know that Bret is freaking out right now. You know, I don't think he expected to hit the fan quite to the extent that it did. But you know what? Nothing that I have ever done could possibly even come close or compare to what Heather did today. And I hope Bret sees that. I hope he realizes that and sends her home.
Coming up, the two of you formed a really good friendship. Or at least it seemed like a really good friendship. There's a side of you that would ruin our relationship. The Torrens here.
it were me choosing, I would definitely send Heather home after her outburst earlier today. She has absolutely zero integrity. She is trash, in my opinion.
I'm upset, I'm pissed. Of course I would like to see Lacey go home. She's a trifling, manipulative bitch. I want her out of here.
I want Lacey to get eliminated. I think Lacey's true colors finally come out within this whole competition. And especially today, you know, we had those couple of third parties come into the house where it's kind of made her personality really pop and show her true colors to Bret, which I think he's finally grasping on, and he, you know, I think he's just had it.
This decision I'm gonna make tonight was intense because I'm seeing their families, I'm seeing the girls, I'm seeing two girls that seem very natural with their family, I'm seeing one girl that seems very uncomfortable with her family. I'm feeling kind of lost right now. Hello, everybody. This evening, I just want to take the time now to thank you, the parents, for coming out here. It's been absolutely awesome. Inevitably, I must say that I am going to be dating your daughter, so I've got to let you go. So you can say goodbye to your daughters, but I need to spend time with them and make a tough decision tonight.
It was definitely hard to see my parents go, but I'm really focused on this elimination tonight and on Bret. I know that I should still be here and stay with him.
I'm gonna stay here, and I'm gonna call you guys tonight with the good news. So, all right, I love you guys.
I really, truly, deep in my heart, feel like I am the one for Bret. We just have this really amazing bond and this connection, and I think that he saw that too, so I know I'm not going home tonight.
I don't know if having my parents here help me or it kind of sabotage things. So if I get eliminated, the blame's going on the parents, and if I don't, then I'll be cool with them. So I think I should have asked approval beforehand.
I just want to say before we start this, without a doubt, we've gotten down to this because there's something about each of you that I absolutely love. So I've got 3 beautiful girls. I've got 2 passes left, and this decision has been really, really, really hard for me to make. John, hit me with pass number 1. I have learned throughout the time I've been here to form really, really, really strong feelings for this girl. The more I learn about her, the more I want to know about her, and that's a great feeling for me. Jess, would you come down here, please? Will you stay in this house and continue to rock my mom?
Right now, I know that either Heather or Lacey is going home, and I couldn't be more happy.
This next decision I got to make between Heather and Lacey is, I don't want to just say tough, it's strange because I know that the two of you throughout this have formed a really good friendship, or at least it seemed like a really good friendship up until the last couple days. Heather and me had a chance to really have a great talk. She's been here, I think, as a friend throughout this. And one thing about you, Heather, that showed an insane amount of commitment was a tattoo. And Lacey, you've been absolutely ambitious and driven, intelligent. And so this next decision is going to be tough because I got 2 girls I care a lot about and 1 pass. You know, in the end, I'm basing my decision on one thing. That is my gut feeling. Who's being truthful, who's lying, who is who they is, and who ain't who they ain't.
So right now, it's down to me and Heather. I just feel horrible right now.
Lacey, would you come down here for a minute, please? Before I show you this pass, I just want to tell you this. There's a side of you I absolutely love and want to be close to, and there's a side of you that still confuses me a little bit. We've talked about it this whole time I've been here. And I just feel that somewhere along the line, that side that I don't understand would ruin our relationship. And I'm sorry, but the Torrens here.
Okay.
Okay? Physically, had a great connection to Lacey. Emotionally, I felt close, and even though everyone said she was crazy, she also seemed crazy for me. But in the end, I felt that there may be a lot more lies and deception going on. So in the end, it was tough for me, but I had to let her go. Bye.
I just got eliminated, and quite frankly, I'm absolutely in shock right now. I did not expect that. At this point, I hope that neither Jess nor Heather win. I hope he eliminates both of them and decides to remain single, because they both would be horrible for him. It would be a disaster. I can't even feel emotions right now. I'm just in shock and disbelief.
Heather, since you're standing up there looking beautiful and there's no more guessing here, would you please come down and get your pass?
The crazy bitch is gone. Thank God.
I was so pumped when Lacey got eliminated because it's like, karma's a bitch. And so are you.
Before I hand this to you, I just want to tell you, thank you for having my back and being there. We will try to work through stuff and make this awesome, okay? All right, you want to stay here in this house and rock my world?
No, I do.
All right. Jess, come on down.
I knew that I would be here all the way to the end. And it's just got better and better. We've gotten closer and closer. I'll sacrifice anything for him.
At this point, it's do or die. So it's time for me to step my game and just show Bret how badly I really want to be with him.
All right. John, you ready? So now we're down to the final two. Here it is. I've got the announcement. I've been waiting to break on them. Before we crack these, everyone get their nails ready. Tomorrow, girls, you gotta pack your bags. We're gonna go to Cabo San Lucas and... I gotta get packing.
Next time on the season finale of Rock of Love.
Arriba, arriba. Gracha with my man in Mexico.
Get down and dirty with Bret, my man. I'm in love with you, Bret.
This is the real deal. Eventually, to fall in love, I've jumped and it's been the best thing ever happened to me.
I don't know if I'll be able to do that.
The sloppy seconds, baby!
My wall is crumbling down.
I think the wall's still here.
Looking into his eyes, it's tearing me apart.
This girl didn't care about eating. She didn't want to party.
You just never know when you drop those 3 words. I want to spend my life with you.
But you're 31 years old and you're still stripping.
Are you ready to be a mom? Are you ready for a family lifestyle?
If you're as strong as you think you are, you would walk away from it.
God, dating 2 women is stressful, man.
I'm out here, I'm happy you're happy we're here. At least up to this point, you're happy we're here.
So far, so good. What?
No, all those days you spent out here, they'd find me in the bottom of the pool.
Seriously, I've been thinking about strapping cinder blocks to my own ankles and throwing myself in the pool.
No, I was talking about me. I would have been in the pool.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it.
How deep is the pool?
Deep enough.